him! Turn around! Get out from there and face me! Gonna have to shoot me!
Tommy Lee Jones brings back his Oscar-winning character from The Fugitive, this time tracking a fugitive played by Wesley Snipes in U.S. Marshals, one of 5 big new movies we're going to be reviewing this week on Siskel and Ebert, and I'm Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times.
And I'm Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune, and our first film is U.S. Marshals, and this trip with U.S. Marshal Samuel Gerard, Tommy Lee Jones, is not as exciting as the one in The Fugitive because I never really felt this time that either the hero or the alleged villain was in any real jeopardy, ever. Snipes, accused of murdering 2 federal officers, escapes custody in a scene that could have been taken from the airborne convict movie, Con Air. Also figuring into the story is a somewhat mysterious government agent played by Robert Downey Jr. Here, his character demonstrates skills that we assume will help Tommy Lee Jones catch Snipes.
Whoa, 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 what are you doing? What's he doing?
What's next, fellas? Cow tipping?
Now it's all downhill as Gerard leads a chase through a swamp after Wesley Snipes.
You get a visual on our man, you put up a flare, you call for backup, you stay in the boat. You be careful. Always.
As a vehicle for Tommy Lee Jones, U.S. Marshals gives him lots to do in a bossy wise guy role. But again, I had no rooting interest here as I did with Harrison Ford in the first picture. If I'm going to see extended shootout scenes, I'd like to think that someone could really get fatally shot. But I invested very little emotion in U.S. Marshals except to admire the economical way Tommy Lee Jones uses dialogue. He's like a verbal lion tamer wherever he goes in this story.
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones is right on target, but the screenplay is not lean and focused. It starts out with a cliche from so many other action pictures where the hero has to go into an apartment where a madman is holed up and he has to shoot it out with him and bring him out alive. And that character turns out to be utterly insignificant and completely unnecessary to the story. And also the Irina Jacob character, who is Wesley Snipes' girlfriend, is completely unnecessary. They have all these people they're bringing in for scenes they don't need, and we don't really get involved in the central story.
And do you know what I'm saying about no one was in jeopardy?
Well, you know nobody's in jeopardy because you saw the first picture.
Okay.
You know what the structure is.
But in the first time you saw it, even though we knew the TV show existed, I felt lives were at risk.
That's because they were able to sell us the story the first time, and this time,
no,
we don't buy. Okay, next movie.